I took these off that game and I stuck them in my bag immediately. I was like, these ain't going nowhere. They got my jersey though. I couldn't get my jersey.
All right, so tell us where we are.
So now we're just in the office, my mom has all my good stuff, all my good memorabilia, all my good game balls, trophies and stuff like that. But I got a couple things here. I got my Phil Simms. That's for the Thanksgiving MVP award. So that's always fun to play on Thanksgiving in front of everybody and get the MVP. That's dope. I think this is just this is an NFL honors. What is that one for? Bridgestone Performance Play of the Year. So I have no idea what play that was. I really don't.
You got your Madden
probably
cover?
Probably over a couple people. Yeah. Yeah, the Madden cover. That was a big deal, especially because they talk about the Madden curse. There wasn't no curse. It just got better.
Did that concern you when?
No. That's what like, man. That's what I told you about preparation, man. We was like, man, we're just gonna make sure it gets right. It gets to get better, and then that's what we did that year. There was no curse.
Yeah.
Just prepared our so.
What are these?
Brought these down. These are special to me. These are these pants. These are my game pants from that season I broke the single season record. These were the pants I actually wore that night. I probably wore these obviously throughout most of the season. I took these off that game and I stuck them in my bag immediately. I was like, these ain't going nowhere. They got my jersey though. I couldn't get my jersey.
How much did that game mean to you, especially given you're breaking Jerry Rice's record?
Was breaking the all-time record. Of course that's huge. Had to have a big game to do it, but to do it against the home team, Atlanta Falcons, that kind of meant a lot too. And then my dad came down to the field, so that made it even more special. I gave him that ball, so. I don't know where that ball is actually. I wonder where that ball is. What's that? Oh, the moment?
Yeah.
I had no idea he was on the field, and he popped out, and I was like, man, that was crazy. I had no idea he was there, and I just stuck the ball in his stomach. I went in to try to get a hug, and he slapped my head and pushed me back to the field.
Are you surprised your record hasn't been broken yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's not undoable. I did it in 2012. It's been standing, almost a decade now, so I'm proud of that. Let's see how long of a run I can get out of it.
Regular season is going from 16 to 17 games. Do you think the record should be viewed the same if it takes an extra?
I think you got to put it in context. I think you just got to put it in context. Maybe just prior to whatever the rule change is. I think that's the only way to do it. But yeah, more records will definitely come down for sure. You get an extra game to do it. Won't be easy by any means, but yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. My gold jacket came in this bad boy right here.
Oh, did it?
It's a nice little presentation, cool little unveiling of it. It was a hell of a fraternity to be a part of, man.
For sure.
I'm excited about it.
What's some of this stuff?
This is the third version of my shoe they made for me. Yeah, this is one of my favorites, the Flyknit version of it, and that's my last game.
Oh, is it?
Chicago. These are my favorite, though, the gold ones, gold bottoms. And these are originals right here. These are kind of inspired by the Dion's back in the day.
Are they?
With the little vent in the strap across.
Yeah.
Yeah, these were pretty sweet.
Who were the receivers you really looked up to?
Man, I mean, shoot, from the Urbans to the Randys to the T.O.s for various reasons. I mean, Randy made the big play, go up on folks. T.O. being durable, Hines Ward, just hitting folks in the mouth, there's toughness from those guys like, Tim Brown, Wayne Corbett, the guys that didn't wear gloves. They inspired me when I was young, because I used to catch with gloves when I was young in high school, and then I couldn't catch for some reason. Then I went to gloveless, until I got to college, and then I went back to gloves because they were throwing too hard.
I was told to ask you for your top 5 wide receivers of all time.
Oh man, don't do that to me. I can't do that. I can't do that. And there's a thing like, you get your gold jacket, ain't none of us better than the rest, so you don't even do it. You can't even bait me into that one.
All right. Tell me about this.
This is a fairly new picture, obviously. That's when I was getting my bust made, but it's special though, because my little man in there doing his thing, playing around as he does. That was an all-day thing. He came out. He was at least had me sitting there for at least 8 to 10 hours at least. I got my laptop right there. I still have my meetings, my calls, and CJ kept me company. So this is a 2014 year. Playbook or just my notebook. I just keep my notes, draw
and what
plays.
sorts of stuff would you put in there?
Just tips, maybe like certain route has conversions or whatever. New plays will go in here because most of the stuff was already ingrained already. I might, write notes in there to myself, that might, get me thinking a certain way. And then there would be sometimes when I'll be in class and I'll just be doodling. We just do stuff like that random.
So how long have you been drawing for? Like, I mean, because that's more than just a fleeting hobby. It's actually a passion of yours, right?
No, I mean, it's art. I started drawing when I was a kid, and I would draw my favorite sports stars. I got a picture in my mind of Ken Griffey swinging, I would draw it, or I'll see a picture in the newspaper of like a Michael Vick or something like that, and I would draw it because I viewed it as art.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I mean, I need to go back and start drawing myself, in some of these pictures because I think that'd be cool because I viewed a lot of what I did out there as art.